People of Earth, my name is Colin, your name is Audience, and welcome back to this. Unfortunately, this is going to be a really quick one this week. Not that I forgot to record anything, but nothing legitimately really happened. Since you've last heard from me, I basically worked one baseball game, and then my brothers came down for the weekend and we played a bunch of board games. Other than that, really nothing has happened. This next week and a lot of May is going to be very, very busy for me. And that's not a bad thing because, as I've mentioned many, many times, this is my job now. My job is picking up these sports games that I go, participate in the live production of, as well as any work that is given to me by anybody looking for just videography stuff. I'm just pure videographer mode. And in that same vein, I'm wearing the lav mic this week because I wanted to see if the audio was better. I've been having a couple issues with the shotgun mic that I've been using. It sometimes hums a little bit. You may have been able to tell. Sometimes it clicks even, which is not good. You don't want that. But so I decided to switch it out just, because I knew this was going to be quick. And so it's a good test to make sure my equipment's working. Since you last heard from me, that last vlog that I edited, I was actually up really late that night editing. I had to finish up a project for a client. I've been advised to no longer talk about specifically who my clients are or where I'm going, just because, maybe it's a better practice than in case I say something negative, slip of the tongue, who knows. But if you look back in the other vlogs, I talk about it a lot, so it's not hard to figure out. But going forward, I will be not revealing where I'm working. I don't know. Let's be honest, it was my mom's suggestion. She said, hey, be careful about who you're talking about, whose names you're dropping, etc., etc. I'm certainly not a large channel or anything, so it's not like anybody's going to really pay attention to anything that I have to say. I don't know, maybe there's people out there who are hanging on my every word every single week. And if you're one of those people, I really appreciate that. I haven't crapped on anybody. I haven't said oh, this stuff is doing poorly. This business in particular sucks. I'm not beholden to anybody, but my point is that going forward in the future, there's a possibility that somebody might have an issue with me name dropping them or talking about me doing work for them. So I'm going to stop doing that. Or I'm going to do my best to stop doing that. It's going to be a hard habit to break because I want to be open. I want to be upfront with this. I don't want to just, be hiding things for some reason, especially stuff that's really not that important. But in the grand scheme of things, yes, it's probably a better practice to keep an air of mystery around where exactly I'm working, who exactly I'm working for. So that if I want to be negative and want to just insult people, I can't. No, that's not the point. The point is just to cover my own ass, basically. Currently, what you're watching right now is episode 17. So we've done 8 in a row, 8 weeks in a row. That's pretty good. That's better than I've done in the past, so improvement. I just want to say thank you for those of you who watch all of them. Obviously, it's just me being silly and trying to do what I see other people do, which is make content. And that's what this is all about. Last week's episode was that's not right. Yeah, 17 minutes. Actually, that's not as long. The one before it was longer by about a minute. And then the 2 ones before that were really short. Regardless, I've been doing this for a while. We've done 8 weeks in a row, which is impressive because all the other ones, it was maybe 2 or 3. So I'm really proud of myself for that. It shows that I'm, being better about scheduling things, being better about consistency. And that's important because that's how you succeed in really anything. Episode 15 of this vlog got 30 views, which is incredible. And people have been commenting left and right on them, and I've been replying to some of them and liking other ones. But yeah, so that was what happened last week. I was just super, super busy that weekend, so it was kind of felt like a longer vlog, and I was just very tired, which didn't help because I was up till 5 on Monday editing both the client work and this. And then over the past week, that client work has gone through a couple different versions. I've been back and forth with them a couple times, trying to figure out exactly what they want fixed, how to make it the best, and exactly what they want. And I think we're close, if not about to be there. And then as well as just the sports stuff, that's kind of picking up a little bit as well, which is fine. It's more work for me, more, income, which is perfectly fine. But it does take up a lot of my weekends. I would much rather have work consistently during the week Like times when people are normally busy, I would like more work then, but obviously beggars can't be choosers. So most of my weekends get taken up by this sports stuff, which is a little unfortunate because that was what I was doing before. Was I'd go to DC for the weekend to see my girlfriend, or I'd do something for the weekend. Um, but because I'm busy, it kind of takes up that time, and it's like, well, it's messy. It's a kind of a mess. So a lot of stuff coming up, a lot of possibilities, a lot in the air right now. But it's this weird dynamic where I am not doing anything most of the time, and then we'll have a couple weekends or a couple days in a row that are just like slammed. Like this upcoming weekend, I'm not doing anything Friday, but Saturday I'm working a wedding, and then Sunday I'm working a baseball game. So it's just kind of like sometimes it's really packed, sometimes most of the time during the week, not a lot's going on. But anyway, this was just, a quick vlog this week. I didn't really do anything. I kind of just stayed at home most of the time, other than that one baseball game, which was uneventful. I'm trying my best to continue making stuff or focusing the vlog on stuff that's interesting to watch. That's not just me working a baseball game over and over and over again, because that realistically looks very similar every single time. Like, sure, the weather changes, sometimes it rains, but and sometimes I'm doing different things. Sometimes I'll work a camera or replay. It changes up sometimes. But the main goal is to make it interesting, because that's how I feel like I give value in the content. If I'm showing the same thing over and over and over again, me time-lapsing, me doing replay, looks really similar week to week. It doesn't change a whole lot. And unless you're like really there live with it, you can't really tell the minutia or the differences between the times, because mostly it's the same work. It's you push a button, you do a thing. It's the same systems that you do over and over again. Now, I have a couple ideas of things I want to do in vlogs. It's just a matter of me getting the motivation for myself to do that and like prepare for the vlog. Because normally recently it's just been like, cool, I'm doing this, I'll bring the camera with me. Or, oh, I'm going to do that, I'll bring the GoPro with me, or something like that. So, and I haven't had super interesting things going on lately. So that's why some of the vlogs have been a little bit slower or have a little bit less going on. We will catch you next week for something hopefully a little bit more interesting. But if we don't, have a good one. Peace.